Hey, thanks for Jeff for the comment on my post about the Starbucks $100 million CEO getting 1,100 employees' salaries redistributed to himself. This is a really common misconception that's helped essentially further this oligarchy, further this erosion of labor rights, further the undermining of civil society as a whole. This concept that everybody's selfish, selfishness is the best thing for society because through pursuing our own self-interests in a free market, self-regulation and market competition will create fairness and will solve for all of the public goods that are currently underfunded and undersupported. There won't be poor people because there'll be perfect competition. Well, that's pure horse hockey. This was made up by the privileged, by the people who are affluent and have the power to make people who are being abused by them feel as though they deserve to be abused by them. The Starbucks CEO is not a unique example. This is pervasive across all of our power structures, especially in this country. And the concept being really fundamentally that guy has so much merit that he should be able to do whatever he wants. And hey, if you don't like it, fire him and hire somebody else. But the fact of the matter is that as soon as these so-called free market or laissez-faire capitalists take power, the first thing they do, Elon, is buy government and increase their advantage and subjugate people who are poor and have less power than they do. As soon as they are the ones in charge, they're no longer interested in things like free speech and people making their own way and meritocracy. Then it becomes about hiring my buddies and making sure that I get all the advantages, and let's reallocate as much capital from the people who do the work for me to me and my friends as soon as possible. Our evolutionary advantage is not competition, it's not survival of the fittest. Social Darwinism has been debunked for a really long time. I highly recommend checking out Kropotkin, Mutual Aid, A Factor in Evolution. Animals don't work this way, insects don't work this way, we actually don't work that way. Cooperation is why we're still here, it's why we're at the top of the food chain, it's why we have all the advantages that we have. If you want to see how effective these systems have been at increasing inequality, at making more people poor, making the rich people even richer than they've ever been, and taking rights away from the people who need them the most, the underprivileged, the sick, the elderly, etc. Just look at what we've had for the last 60 years, ever since Reagan took over and started disassembling the welfare state and making everything about trickling down and tax cuts for the rich. We've been trying this for 60 years and the data shows that it doesn't work. What if we tried something else? What if we tried taking the money that we're currently funneling into our billionaires and giving it to the people who work? And actually, it's not even giving it, it's compensating them for creating all of this value in the first place. Take those oligarchs, get rid of all of the people who do the work for them, and watch how they collapse. They don't make money anymore, and all of a sudden, oh shit, I actually needed that help. It's actually socialism for the rich. When there was a crash in 2008, all of the most free market capitalist, Hank Paulson, it was a Republican administration, and those people immediately started clamoring to give money to the banks, give money to the giant corporations. But did they give money to the people whose homes were being foreclosed on, to the people who were the victims of predatory loans? No. Did that help? No, not really. So there's really a lot to be learned in just looking at our recent history at how laissez-faire capitalism and free market nonsense that's highly manipulated, never been free actually, has worked. So anyway, Jeff, all that to say, no, selfishness, competition, greed is not the nature of our species. It's a lie that's been told to us that's been incredibly effective. It is the most effective lie that has ever been perpetrated at helping the rich get even richer at the expense of poor, of labor, of people who bring the value every day and are increasingly exploited. In closing, I'd like to add that the point of Pitchfork Economics, which again, one of my favorite podcasts, local Seattle, Civic Ventures, Nick Hanauer, good people, is that the pitchforks are coming. It's never been as unequal in history as it is right now in this country. And if the oligarchs don't figure it out, if the oligarchs don't realize that the value comes from labor and they don't start to even these scales up and take a little bit less in exchange for the value that is being produced for them, then there are going to be consequences for them.